You're now listening to Snuff Magee and Friends, Irrelevance in the Dungeon.
Snuff Magee and Friends, Irrelevance in the Dungeon, episode 48. I am Snuff Magee, joined by...
You already know it's your boy, Kel.
This is Pastor Q.
This is your man, Pastor Rob, a.k.a. also known as 1, 2, 3. Pastor Young.
Yeah.
Pastor Rob, what's going on, man?
The return of Robert Dunham in the dungeon with his wife.
We need, like, hand clap sound effects right there.
I might add that. You know, we'll
Post-production.
Yeah, we'll go to the editing.
Drop one of Clues bombs for that.
How was everybody's week?
Long week, bro. Long.
What you mean long?
Long, man. Especially Friday. Of all day. Had to help moms and my sister move. That took all day. Yo, you know your week is long when you gotta say it real slow and long. Long week, man. This is long. It was one of them. I'm happy it's over.
No doubt. Let me pay the bills right quick. Snuff Magee and Friends is available on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel. Also available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, Anchor.fm, Overcast, and Breaker. Like, follow, share us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. This week, Robert Dunham and your wife, Shaquana, how are you all doing?
You want to go first?
I want to decide it again.
No, we good. I'm having fun, man. This has been a phenomenal week. Yeah.
Yeah, it has. I'm sleepy though.
You always sleepy. That's what happens when your iron is low. So this is where you always. My iron is low. This is why you be sleeping all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about the Excelling Church.
You want to tell?
All right. So the Excelling Church Richmond. So first we have to say we are not the only Excelling Church. Our lead church is in New York City, in Queens, and our pastor is Jarrell Solomon. And we've known him for at least maybe 12 years.
13 years now.
And we are the Excelling Church Richmond. So we have Richmond, we have North Carolina, we're about to have Georgia. We also have Excelling Church New Jersey. So we're Richmond, and we from Brooklyn, but we put our own spin onto it here in Richmond, right?
Well, like the whole point of the ministry though is like it's an extension of the ministry in New York. And so we try to keep the same, swag and flavor that you would get up there. And that's what most people like about our ministry thus far is that we're a non-traditional ministry. So, it's a real, you come as you are, you can come in your jeans, you can come in your T-shirts or whatever. And I think that helps a lot of people start building their spiritual relationships back because, so many times that we've been in churches and we don't feel comfortable there, but that's why we try to make sure that our church is a place that everybody feels welcome, that we got a place for you. So definitely the ministry is more geared towards trying to build family and relationships and building community.
Now, when did the church start? When did the RVA? When did you all start?
So we launched the RVA location in, February?
February 2nd.
But we was ordained and licensed pastors in December.
December?
Yeah.
So right after the show, remember we had said last week, right after he did his first appearance, he had to.
I think
we should take a little bit of responsibility for that.
I was sitting with y'all and I said, these heathens.
We didn't clean it up either. No, we haven't cleaned it up yet.
It is what it is.
Yeah. So, but we've been active in ministry, for a long period of time. This is just that particular moment in time when we decided to step out and start doing our own thing or whatever. So, it has its challenges. We've I've had ups and downs in ministry, but it's been fun, man. I don't regret this decision at all, man. You regret it?
Well, I try to run away like every week, at least once a week.
Yo,
at least
she's
once
like,
a week.
I'm not doing this. I said, what you mean?
Yeah, because I like to play the background in a lot of stuff. Like I love doing ministry and everything, but me just being up there in the forefront in front of everybody, I'm used to playing background, getting my hands dirty, and that's it. You're not really seeing me, so it's challenging, but I know I'm doing the work of God, so I'm getting more comfortable in that.
And people actually like like when they see her, you know, in the ministry, I be trying to push her more, like getting in the spotlight a little bit, and she still be trying to shy away. I'm like, no, the people like you, so you need to stay that. So you going, you know, you might drag in some people I can't drag in. So I need you to, you know, get up out there. So, you know, I'm very proud of her that she's becoming more and more comfortable in that particular arena or whatever. It's not easy. A lot of people don't understand that, as far as not just being a pastor's wife, but actually being a pastor and being a woman, you know, as a woman pastor. It's not easy, man. So, you know, she wears it very well. So I'm definitely proud of her.
Now,
Thank you. Thank you.
he's bigging up his wife, man. You know,
Never knock it.
nah, that's a lot of cool points on that one.
Yeah. He's setting up for that ride home. That's all.
Yeah. I'm trying to make sure I get up out of here. Dude. I can't
You gotta leave with her. You know.
Oh yeah, she did say when she was coming to the door that she was gonna just leave him here.
She's
And
done it multiple times.
And I said that Snuff has an Airbnb going on, so you know I'm very cool with that.
I just told her, I said, how's she getting back? Because she don't drive. So
Listen, I got a permit. Long as I take the local way.
So how's the feedback been from the community so far?
Good. Actually today, one of the pastors from our church in New York reached out to us and said one of their online church members are actually here in Richmond. Mm-hmm. So not like a trade-off, but they were like, oh, you know, she wants to physically connect with y'all, even though she's our online church member. She wants to physically connect with y'all. And so it's really been really good. Hearing the feedback, we love to ask people, like, what do you think? You know, and people just say, not to bump us up, but like, we're real, we're authentic. We're not gonna put ourselves above people and be like, oh, well, we're pastors and we're better than you. We are still people. We still mess up. We're still human. And I think that's what draws people to us, because this life is hard. It's hard. We're not going to get it right every day. And so those type of people that know it, they love God, but they don't get it right every day, you know, it seems like those are the people that are drawn to us.
And I was saying, we're actual reachable pastors. So in other words, you can call me. You'll get me. You can call Pastor Q if you're going through something. You can get me. And I'm not knocking on other church. I'm not knocking on other pastors. I'm just saying, I think that's something that really helps us connect with our community, that these individuals know, if I'm going through something or I need help in this particular area, I could pick up the phone and I can get Pastor Rob or Pastor Q on the phone. And so that was something that we wanted to make sure that we was actually reachable, we was actually touchable. And like Pastor Q already just said, you know, we're authentic people. Like, we're not trying to put on no show for nobody. We not coming in with, you know, I know y'all seen it on YouTube. We not riding on no horse. You know, I'm not coming down from the ceiling like in WWE. I'm not coming down from the ceiling or whatever. We just walk up and say, you know, what's going on, and that's it, man. So we really try to play our part as much as we can.
Now, Pastor Q, saying that you like to play the background, how was it the first time you going in front of people speaking? Are you good with public speaking?
Okay, so, yeah. So here's the thing. Before we became pastors, I was already a leader in ministry. So for 5 years, I've been having to push myself to do things that I wouldn't normally do. So I finally got into a groove, like, okay, especially once I became an author, I had to speak. I had to speak about my experiences and stuff. So it pushed me. But something about that name, pastor, and it's like, I don't know, I had a whole anxiety fit. Like, when it was time for us to launch, I was just kind of losing it. And he's like, you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. And once I actually get there where I have to be in front of people and speak, that kind of goes away. But leading up to it, I'm always a wreck. Like, we've been in this, how many months now?
Couple months.
I'm still always a wreck. Like, sometimes when we get ready, he's like, just chill. Just take a minute, relax. I'm like, okay. And once we get up there and we start, you know, actually doing things and talking, I'm okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, what puts you at ease? Is it the fact that you know what you're speaking the truth, or is it just as the minutes go by, you just being up there?
What puts me at ease is I literally get up there and I say, God, I'm trusting you, and whatever you want to do with me, I'm going to be available. Whatever you want to do with me, I'll get up there and I'll do it. Like, when I'm not thinking about me and how I look, and I think about the God in me and what God wants me to do to help other people, then I completely forget about myself, how I look. If I look crazy, is my hair okay? Am I sounding crazy? I literally say, God, whatever you want to do with me, I'm okay. And then I'm okay.
Now, is your husband ever nervous? Because I mean, he puts on like he doesn't get nervous. I mean, look, we're here. You don't have to worry about the ride home. Him jumping on you saying, "Don't say this, don't say that." He's never nervous.
No. So here's the thing about him. He is so introverted, and you would never know it. Like, he's legit introverted. He's not really, I don't want to say a people person, but he likes to keep to himself. Not in a negative way. That's just how he is. But when it comes to ministry, stuff he's passionate about, teaching, all of that is like I can say only one time he was nervers. I really saw it, and he tried to play it down. Was when we were going on the Ellen show, and he was like, "No, I'm not nervous." It was like, "You're not nervous." He was like, "You don't see it." He was like, "No, I'm good. I'm good." Once they came and did that last mic check on him, it was like, "Oh, we got like 10 minutes." It was like you can see it all over. I said, "It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna pray, and it's gonna be okay." And he had to talk himself same way. I had to talk myself down. And he was okay. But once he got up there, you would have never known we had those moments like a few minutes before.
Mind you, Dax actually said that. He leaned in. We was in a commercial. He leaned in. He says, "Yo, you done TV before?" I was like, "Nah, I've never." He said, "Yo, you're a natural, man." I was like, "If only you saw me in the back about 5 minutes ago, I was like, I might not make it. This might not go over too well, man."
So with the church and all the issues we've had going on, I want to say since late March, with the COVID-19, how has that been with you all? I've seen you all have been streaming your services. Has it been? I mean, pretty much you're learning on the fly because all this has just happened as you're starting.
At the same time.
Well, yeah, like, so this is the thing. Again, not pumping ourselves up, but I just feel like we don't give ourselves enough credit. Because what you just said, I never really thought about that. Not only were we new as pastors, but we also had to pastor along with everybody else, even people who's been pastoring for years. We're still learning our groove as pastors. And then COVID happens, and it's like we just launched. Like, we literally only had 1 month actually launched before COVID hit and shut us completely down. But I think that in a way it was a blessing for us because it took away all of the physical distractions and stuff, and it really put the focus on our hearts. Like, it's something about being online and being personal. People can really see you. They can really hear your heart. They can really get in touch with you without the whole production of service, the music and the dancing and all of that stuff.
Or what we call, the church theatrics where, somebody going to hit that key and then somebody going to shout, "Praise him!" That stuff, But I think, Pastor Q was saying, like, we were growing fast before, COVID happened. Like, we were starting to gaining traction, and COVID happened. We was kind of like in this position, like, yo, what are we gonna do? They already told us we can't use the building no more, and everything got shut down. But the crazy thing about it is, our lead pastor, that's why I love him so much. He encouraged us immediately and said, "Yo, it's gonna be all right. Don't worry about it." He said, "Whether y'all know it or not," he said, "our ministry up here started out as an online ministry before we even turned into a physical location," and so he gave us all of the tools that we needed, and we just got better at it as we went along, as far as being more, as far as like trying to get everything more cleaned up online and doing our services online or whatever. So a lot of stuff that we were worrying about, I'm being honest, we did not have to worry about doing this whole quarantine situation. Like, a lot of people, was like, "Well, how are your ministry doing financially?" Not being funny, but our offerings and our givings actually went up during COVID. So, like, in other words, like at one Sunday we might have been doing a certain amount of numbers or whatever, but the next thing you know, all of a sudden our offering started increasing. Then in the midst of COVID, our ministry actually started growing. Yeah. So we actually added maybe about 20 to 24 more people during the whole quarantine.
I've heard a few churches say that, man. I don't know what it is about it. I guess people, their mortality. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real though, like it's dark, but once you realize, like, life can be going like that.
Right.
It forces you to kind of get in touch with that. So
Like, this might be the end.
yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
This might be over.
You know how we do. Like I'm gonna wait till it get a little later, and I'm all right. But
I would say, well, not just that, but also with the streaming. You know, some people, they don't want to go to church, but they can have church, at home.
it takes. So I think that streaming. One thing that I noticed, like, it takes away having to worry about what somebody else is thinking about you.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm a person like, I go to physical church and whatnot, but I understand the feeling of, okay, this person is looking at me like this because I'm reacting this way, or maybe I'm not reacting this way, or I'm, I don't look a certain way. So it takes away all of that wall, and you can be you,
Right.
the message in God.
Right.
And I think that makes a big difference for a lot of people.
It does.
No doubt. And if someone did want to stream your services, how would they give us the information for that?
Win.
So, well, we just moved the services to 12 p.m. So now you can definitely stream it off of our Facebook page, which is the Excelling Church Richmond, or you can actually stream it on Instagram, because we do Instagram Live, and then we just launched our YouTube channel, so you can definitely find it there. And we just had a meeting today with our lead church and our tech executives up there, so we're getting ready to launch our app. Whoop, whoop, and we're getting ready to launch our website. So that's all that stuff is going to be coming real soon, because one thing I think every church should be considering right now, like, church is never going to be the same again, just being honest.
Right.
And we're moving more into a technological age, especially with ministry. So it's something that we should all be trying to embrace and not necessarily push away. So I'm not knocking like a traditional church, but you got people that, like you said, may not feel comfortable actually coming in the building, but they want to get that word. They want to get that experience. And so this is just something I believe is helping a lot of ministries, because it's crazy in this particular area that even if your church had maybe 3 people or 3,000 people, when COVID happened, it didn't matter.
Right.
None of your numbers mattered, because guess what? Nobody was in the building. So only thing that was going to sell was you. Yeah. So if you don't have your band backing you up, and you ain't got all the lights and all the technical stuff, man, you might have suffered. But there are some people like us and other ministries that I know that literally was able to flourish in this particular moment, because we ain't try to come at you with the ultra deep stuff. We ain't try to, hey, yo, we need an organ. Yo, I need you to hit me and put me in C, put me in key C or nothing. We ain't need all that. It was just us. And so, definitely if you want to catch the stream, you can catch us on our page or on Instagram or YouTube.
Okay. And it's the Excelling Church on, what's the IG? Is it RVA?
So on Facebook is the Excelling Church Richmond, and then on IG is the Excelling Church RVA.
And also the YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's
The
going
YouTube,
to be
the YouTube channel is,
that one up.
yeah, I already set that up. Is the YouTube channel is also the Excelling Church RVA.
Y'all gonna do live on YouTube, or
We actually getting ready to do lives on
Okay.
YouTube.
Cool,
Yep.
cool.
Okay, no doubt. All right, well, I'm going to start talking to Pastor Q. This public speaking, I'm about to turn it up a notch. I'm going to ask you a few questions about yourself. Now, you are a wellness motivator.
Did she just sigh just now?
Kind of, sort of right now.
Get to talking about it, because I need motivation.
Yeah.
My wellness needs to be motivated.
All right. I mean, what you want to know about it?
Well, you're an author, and the
Yeah.
book is The Way I Died and How I'm Living Again.
Yes.
Say that one more time.
I said the book is called The Way I Died.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you said
For the three
died
people,
or died.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I know. We
I
said
we got pastors in the building, so it's starting to grow on me a
Yeah,
little
yeah, I
bit. The
understand.
the way I died and how I'm living again.
For the 3 people in the back.
Let him use you.
Now, this highlights her journey of losing 200 pounds.
Come on, sir, say it.
You lost 200 pounds.
Yeah.
I said highlights her journey.
I need more than the highlights.
You didn't.
I need detailed.
and being healed.
Yes.
From type 2. I would say diabetes, but we black to sugar.
I wasn't. Come on, we know that type 2 sugar there. That type 2 sugar there.
Yo, I don't know why when he said healed, I heard that voice. You remember Reverend Brown from Coming to America? I heard it in that voice. Be healed in Jesus' name.
Annoying.
There's a God somewhere.
Reverend Brown may have been my pastor since I was a child. I love him dearly. Reverend Brown. But how can you help Snuff Cause you know
Keep
I'm
leaving me out, player. Like you little fat. I'm fat.
See, when you want to lose weight for real, you get selfish. You start
I understand.
You start thinking about yourself.
I can stand and lose 200. I can lose 200.
So I can't do so much.
You can't lose. I can lose 200.
Nah.
I don't think so.
200.
Oh, I'm telling you, I can lose 200. God made me proportionate, but I can lose 200.
Now, what have you felt the most from losing the weight?
What have I felt?
Is it energy?
Differences.
Yeah.
So I will say what I felt the most from losing weight. I feel a freedom that I didn't have before.
Come on now.
I have a freedom I didn't have before. So when I was bigger, my husband met me a big girl. I was doing plus size modeling. I was just like, big girl, this, big girl, everything. Everything's about being a big girl. And I had to come to terms with, I really did not believe that. That was like a defense mechanism for me. Like if I would come out and continuously say, I love myself the way I am, then that would show other people to accept me the way I was. Because I had a fear of not being accepted the way I was. So I overcompensated. But it got to a point where when it started like affecting my health and my daily functions, I was like, okay, I don't care how pretty I am, I'm not healthy. I'm not healthy. So now that I lost the weight, I feel is a freedom. I can fully be myself. And it's still a learning process. When you lose that much weight, you have to relearn yourself all over again. And so I just feel a freedom now that I did not have before when I was that heavy.
Mm-hmm. Now, what do you miss the most? You know, I've been a big dude. I've been a big dude for a long time. Snuff used to be a little bit bigger. Snuff used to be a little bit bigger. But I remember at one time I could take, you know, the freshetta pizzas.
Oh Lord,
the whole thing.
You know what it is for me? Fried pork chop.
Fried pork chop?
Fried pork chop.
I haven't had that in a minute.
Fried pork chop. That I miss it.
But you don't do the swine at all.
I don't do swine at all.
Okay.
But that fried pork chop, boy, it be calling.
I might.
Me and my homeboy used to have we had a song for it every time.
God.
Excuse me, right quick, Pastor. You know they can't stand it when a nigga eat that pork chop every time. That was the slogan, boy, and that thing hard on me still.
Somebody get Kel a cauliflower pork chop. Cauliflower pork chop.
I ain't had swine in 5 years.
Yeah.
Still hard to this day.
I'm
no
trying.
No bacon, no nothing.
Nah, no bacon.
Wow.
Bacon wasn't that hard for me, but that fried pork chop, that don't bring me to my knees today.
Yeah, like I said, the freshetta pizzas. I'm a chocoholic too. Mm-hmm. I'm a chocoholic. Hershey Kiss, Hershey with almonds. And I can't do the small ones because come on,
You a king?
Yeah. You know, let's just go ahead and get the mega, get the big boy. You know, in the Walmart, the aisle, they got the XL.
Yo, Snuff be in there making life decisions. Big one or little?
No, it's not even a decision.
One.
Oh, the big one.
Yeah, I know where I'm going now.
That's what I was looking for. But with you, what do you miss the most?
Oh my God. So I love food. That has not changed. I'm never gonna act like I don't like food. He know I love food. When I first met him, I said, listen, we gonna go to dinner. I'm not gonna get just no salad.
Yo, the first date we went to Red Lobster, I promise you.
Yeah, like I like to eat. So what I miss the most, I'm gonna be honest, I cannot eat as much as I want as far as portion. Mm. So at times when the food get real good, when it get real good, you in there, you dancing and everything, it's hitting the spot. I get so frustrated sometimes. I'm like, oh, man, I'm so full. And if I go an extra bite, it's really going to send me over the top, and I'm going to be so miserable. So I miss being able to eat as much sometimes. Not all the time, but when the food get real good. I miss that. Like,
that's called the eater's house.
Man, can I just get my old body back just for a second so I can finish this? I tell you that, so I can finish this, enjoy this full thing.
Pastor Q, one of those people that the food be so good, she be humming while she
But that's the thing. Growing up, we always had to finish our plate. So I always finish my. And when I can't, I don't feel right.
piss you off.
Yeah, it's like
It feel incomplete.
Yeah.
Like, this is not done. Like dinner time is not done yet. Like
If you like me, I grew up with my great grandma, and so what she would do, I'm the youngest one, but what she would do if there's anything left over, Kelvin, go ahead, eat. Go ahead. I don't want to have no leftovers, and I blame her for all of it. I blame her for this right now.
Great grandma, if you're listening, I had nothing to do with that comment today. If you are listening, great, I love you, great. I didn't even met your great grandma. I love you.
But even like, you know, I'm a little older, but when we had the Kool-Aid,
Yeah.
oh god.
and you know you had to get water next, or sometimes you can get more Kool-Aid, but you had to finish your plate.
Yeah.
And that was the only time, like, said something like the lima beans. You know, now I love lima beans. When you was a kid, you didn't care for them.
Oh, I still don't do beans. Man.
Oh, I love lima beans.
Cabbage.
I love
I
that.
love cabbage.
All the food I didn't care for when I was a kid, I love now.
Yeah.
But you had to finish your plate if you wanted to get, you know.
I remember a time where you couldn't get nothing. Where I'm from, you couldn't get nothing to drink till you were done your food.
Right. Right.
But then you know that's not fair, man, because you're gonna give me cornbread and then
I agree wholeheartedly.
you give me cornbread and don't give me nothing to drink with it. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? This is all right, whatever.
My throat is full,
My
man.
throat is full. What am I supposed to do with this?
But that's like Golden Corral, they give you like 6 drinks. They'll try to they'll try to dump all that fluid down you so you don't. But I still want that bourbon chicken. That bourbon chicken.
First of all, don't you worry about that. I'm gonna take care of it. Don't you worry about
Shoot, we talking about how the church been doing. How's Golden Corral been doing?
Oh,
that.
yo.
Really?
Like,
That's a good question.
I keep driving by, I just keep saying opening soon. I'm like,
See?
when?
They
When?
open?
Even that.
They open?
Yeah.
No, I'm
Not
not
the one
messing
by
with
us,
Golden Corral,
though.
They
but-
DoorDash. They were DoorDash.
Yeah, they do.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't get the good experience that way. You got to go
Even
in the
with
place.
I don't like nobody
I
else
can't
picking
enjoy
food.
myself at a buffet.
But see,
more.
I was actually writing a joke about that because look, how can you go to Corral DoorDash that? Because when they
Right.
bring you food, you be like, so that's all the bourbon chicken you gonna put on there?
Right.
Right.
Look, just let me order on DoorDash and go in there and make it myself. I pay the extra fee if I can go in there and make my own plate.
If it's a buffet, I should be able to call DoorDash again and tell them to bring me another plate for free. As many times as I
All
want.
you can eat, please.
Yo,
Keep
do
the
me a
engine
favor.
running. And go on there.
Yo, tell them don't put the bourbon chicken in this side. I need the other chicken now. In the steak. The
That
steak.
bourbon chicken do be hitting you right, but the bourbon chicken do be
The
good.
bourbon chicken and the rolls are good.
I ain't big on bread in general.
Nah,
I
their
am.
bread's good. Their bread and Texas Roadhouse.
That's the raw hot five.
It takes a raw
I
hot
give you
five.
that raw hot five.
I've never had that.
Oh,
You need to take me.
No. First of all, no, you can't do that no more. You know, you ain't built like that no more. Like, yeah, you can go in there.
One and not be able to do nothing with it.
I'm going to just drink my water. Not going to set me up.
But tell us about Grind Time.
Okay, so Grind Time, I just recently made that group because I had another group, and it was really big. But I felt like people wasn't really serious about losing weight. Like they would say they wanted to lose weight.
Hey, mind your business, Pastor. Check this out. He ain't through with me yet, player. He ain't through with me yet, player.
He's giving up.
working on it.
He's
He's
giving up the
working
pork
on
chop.
I gave up the pork chop. I ain't
It's a
ate beef or
process.
pork in
It's a
5 years.
process.
If that ain't dedication.
And he will talk trash to me every once in a while because every so often I'll say something that I'm eating that is it's pork. He be like, "Oh, still eating that swine, huh?"
Yeah. I'm ashamed of you. Definitely.
See, you need to be in this group, accountability. So this group I made is about accountability because I feel like even though I'm a wellness motivator, I kind of messed up a little bit. I put on a couple of pounds. And so I'm like, okay, I know one thing about me. If I have somebody holding me accountable, I'm going to stick to whatever it is. And so I noticed sometimes you need that. Like if you really feel like you can't control yourself, you need somebody to be like, hey, all right, no more cupcakes. That's it. Like you had like 4. I'm not saying to tease you, but like, okay, remember your goal, what you trying to do. Yeah. So Grind Time is really just getting your mind focused and us like feeding off of each other. So we post our food, what we had. I posted I lost 5 pounds. And, I want y'all to celebrate me so I can keep going. You lose some weight, I'm going to celebrate you so you can keep going. So Grind Time really is about accountability. Like, I'm going to hold you to that. So what are you eating? I see something on that plate that don't look like what you said you was going to do.
That's
Stuff like that.
That's exactly what I'm eating. I feel like when I post them 30 wings I'm eating, y'all going to have something to say about it. And that's
Hey, yo, my man, look. Can't eat that many wings, brother.
Well, Mo does that with me too, cause like I'll have cake earlier, then like later on that night I'll get another, and she'll say that slick stuff like, you had cake earlier, didn't you?
Yeah,
I mean,
mind your business.
It was 4 hours ago.
That's
That's why food is a drug.
Yes.
Because
100% a drug.
you will make your excuses for why
Yep.
I'm eating my extra large Hershey with almonds.
Did Snuff just say food is a drug?
You
Food
know it
was a
is.
heck of a drug.
It
Food is
is.
a heck of a drug.
Food is a drug.
You know
man.
what's sad? Like, I understand the people who eat a lot of sweets and stuff like that. If you eat a whole lot of sugar and all, I get why you might be.
Because that is a drug.
But I don't do that. I be eating regular food and be big as hell. Just 40 wings. Like, it ain't. Just keep them cooking.
That American.
Keep them cooking, Jack. I be back. I'm gonna knock these out.
That's that moon dust, man.
Don't get me.
You on that?
Don't get me started. Don't get me lemon
So
pepper
let-
garlic parmesan, boy.
That's
No,
that's
don't
her
get
that's
me-
her
don't
favorite wings right there,
Lemon
man.
pepper wings are like crack. I'm serious. Like, I'll eat that and vegetables. I won't have that because
You can keep the vegetables.
you know what?
Yo,
But they are amazing. Have you tried them in the air fryer?
I have.
Come on,
They
now.
are delicious.
he said,
Come
push those
on, I'm about
vegetables
to start
aside.
shouting in
I need
here.
room for wings. Push those vegetables aside.
I be saying, it's low carb. I'm just eating the meat. It's low carb.
That's rationalized. That's protein right there.
Oh, the keto. That's what it is.
It ain't quite keto, but it's low carb. It's Atkins.
When I first heard of the keto diet, I thought that was like a new form of martial arts. I said, "Oh, snap! Keto."
That's Steven Seagal
That's
diet.
Stevens, the keto jujitsu. All right.
Crazy.
Black people love Steven Seagal, man. I don't know what it is. Growing up, black people love Steven Seagal, Wolverine.
I love Wolverine.
Yeah.
I love Wolverine.
It's Steven Seagal, Wolverine, and Bruce Willis. Those are.
And you
I
missing,
could
my
and you
wife
missing-
loves Bruce
I could get
Willis.
with Bruce.
and you missing Jean-Claude Van Damme.
He's
Come
on
on,
the
man.
fence.
You don't
had
watch.
time. He
You
had
don't.
time.
You don't watch Bloodsport about 1,000 times on Saturday morning.
That's black men. Black men are big John Claude. I would watch Bloodsport. If it came on every week, I'd be like,
It's on TNT. Just go ahead.
Yeah.
It's on TNT.
Kumite.
Kumite. Kumite.
And we actually double Impact was on a few weeks ago, and I was watching that, and it was our first time watching it. And the Delta Chuck Norris is
Yeah,
double. He's
Delta
borderline.
I can't take
What
Chuck
movies
Norris.
women ain't seen?
Delta Force.
Chuck the voice is dope. I got that in the crib. What you mean?
You
Yeah.
don't like Chuck Norris?
I don't know. Something about him just annoys me. Like, just looking at
Yo,
him.
mind you, that theme song
know.
in Delta Force, I could hum that all day.
My daddy made me watch Walker Texas Ranger when I was a little boy.
Hey, look, have you seen the Delta Force?
I don't think so.
Exactly. That's why I'm telling you, Chuck Norris. Excuse my language. Chuck Norris is badass in the Delta Force, and even the black dude was in there. Colonel, it's a major. Like, yo, the black dude was hype. Yeah, Chuck Norris is that guy, man. But also, Benevolent Beauty.
Yeah.
Come
So-
on, business owner.
It's an organization for women that believes in displaying love through community service, helping to bring positive change for women of all ages, economic, religious, and cultural demographics.
Yeah.
You just read the mission?
Yes.
Praise God.
Benevolent Beauty, God gave me that name like maybe 2 years ago. And I was like, okay, God, what you want me to do with this? He's like, oh, just write the mission. I said, okay. I still didn't know what to do with it. I'm like, what do you want me to do? How do you want me to play this out? So I had a vision in my mind of what I wanted to do. So 2 things I'm passionate about is helping people and all things just women related. Hair, makeup, nails, all of that. And so one thing I always used to get as far as feedback, like when I would just talk to women or when I used to do hair, they will always tell me when they're about to leave me or after they left me, like, you made me feel so good about myself. Whether it's something I helped them with outside, like their appearance, but somehow without even trying, I helped them heal something inside or something that they realize about themselves in a positive way. So I wanted to find a way to incorporate helping women regain their confidence, helping women gain their identity in different things. So I still didn't know what to do with it, but because my husband pushed us into pastorship, I felt like it fell
Just blame
so
me.
much.
Just blame. Put
Yes, I'm
it's
blaming
good
you
blame,
for
man.
it
all that
all.
fell. Just blame it on
Yes.
me. Okay.
So it falls in line with what we do. We are about helping people. We're not just about mics and platforms, but we are about helping people when you are in our presence, you've been with us for some time, we want to make sure that you leave from us a different way. That means you have confidence, you know God, whatever it is. And so for Benevolent Beauty, this is specifically for women, all women of all ages, all colors. So that means if you out on the street and you've been used to prostituting or whatever, I want to help you. I want to help you regain your confidence, you gain your identity in Christ, and help give you tools so that you don't fall back into those patterns. And so I just really decided to go ahead and push it forward, and I'm just excited about all the things that's going to come out of it. We had to cancel our event actually today because I thought it was going to rain. So this would have been our first official event, and I had so much stuff lined up for the ladies. A lot of self-awareness stuff to kind of get them charged up to do what God called them to do, because as women, we tend to take care of everybody else and forget about ourselves and what God put us here to do. We're not just here to be mothers. We're not just here to be wives. We also have a purpose. And so I just want to, I'm excited about that. Yes.
No doubt. Public speaking is an issue, huh?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
See, it's just y'all. This is close
But
knit.
she did say once she gets to going.
That's true. He also said once she gets
I did say that, but okay, I said that.
We appreciate it. We're going to move to Pastor Rob now. I got a couple questions for you as well, bro.
Yes, grill him.
So, Snuff Magee and Friends, we have a back-to-school drive going on September 6th. And we also see that August 29th, you have the back-to-school fresh. Tell us about that.
So, of course, most people know me for being on Ellen for providing haircuts to some of my students last year. And so when I had an opportunity to kind of sit down and say, okay, I know it's COVID going on, but what can we do just to still kind of make sure that kids started off the year the right way? And so even though we starting virtually, we're going to be doing Zooms and all that stuff, you still going to be able to see some of the students. You're going to see them. And I firmly believe that appearance is everything. So I said, how can we combine the two? And so as I sat down, I said, man, I want to send these kids back fresh. And that's how that kind of started. So what we decided to do is on that day, we're going to be giving away, of course, school supplies. But then what I did was I hit up all of my contacts from we had our first event and said, hey, listen, I need you guys to come out and help me again so we can cut some of these kids' hair so that they could go to school looking right, man. And oftentimes it's like, because of the situation, we kind of, I think in some instances, don't really not thinking about the kids as much as we should, because you have kids who've been home, 100 days or more, probably, going through all the cycles, and then you got a lot of parents that have probably been frustrated that they haven't been able to get a break. And so, of course, kids are able to internalize some of that stuff or whatever. So we just wanted to do something to help those kids out, get them ready, get them, straight, and just. I always find that kids that come to school fresh the first day of school have a better school year than kids that don't. And the reason why is because they come in already with that confidence. That confidence already got them going. And a lot of times people don't know confidence for kids helps them learn way, way more efficiently than without it. I promise you. So that's just something we wanted to do. I didn't even know y'all was doing one in September, man. So definitely y'all send me the info because we want to definitely be a part and support y'all on that.
And no doubt, and with your event as well, if you need Snuff to come out there with the T outliners, I can.
Don't let him cut nobody hair, man.
So here's the deal. We have professional barbers that's coming out. And so my whole thing, I don't want no child saying, yo, Snuff Zeke me today. I can't take that.
Look, if I skip them, I mean,
I can see it right now. Snuff gonna be on Instagram. Yo, we getting everybody right out here. Yo, Snuff, did you just put a ball spider's head right now?
Hey,
no,
look,
no, that didn't happen.
Practice makes perfect. You have to start somewhere. The cuts are free. If Snuff skips you, I do apologize.
Listen, at least you ain't paid for this.
Somebody mama gonna be ready to fade him in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Said, Rob, look at this. I don't know, man. He told me he got his license. I don't know.
I did cut my son. I went a little too close. I tried. I had got some new clippers, and I thought I adjusted it where they were out, but they were in.
They were in.
Yeah. So.
Well, growing up, I don't don't know
Yeah.
y'all girl like that, man. I stayed with the close Joe.
Yeah, it was an Onyx. It was
It was an Onyx?
Yeah,
Okay,
it was.
Slam. Like
He
the
be
boy
all right.
was.
Yeah.
You know, Honest will last you out through good 4 weeks or whatever before
Exactly,
you're going to touch that again.
That's what I said. I mean, look, he's at an age where it'll come back in 7 days. It ain't like it ain't like me. It ain't like me because I'm one bad cut away from.
It's over.
Yeah.
You there.
You got to just pack it up.
Yeah. I'm peeping it out now in the back. Make sure everything's there.
And I'm glad he did that now before the virtual lessons start because I could hear teaching that. What happened to your head? You okay?
Got that boy out there look like he on Moesha.
He just wear the hat. He can wear the hat indoors.
Why you got a head indoors?
But I also want to talk about a situation went down a few weeks ago at I want to say it was off Staples Mill, Willow Lawn, at Which. Could you inform us what transpired down there?
All right, so in this particular moment, I'm gonna try not to be funny because it was definitely a serious situation. But basically, the manager over at Which, let me put it this way: at Willow Lawn, they have a high homeless population over there. Okay, and so basically, a gentleman, his name is Aaron Coleman. I actually spoke to him a couple days ago. Basically, he was out there. They had these patio chairs in front of which that they allow people to actually sit in. And Aaron decided that, it was 103 degrees that day. He decided to take a seat just to kind of get his thoughts together or whatever. Manager comes outside and says, hey, yo, you can't sit here because it's for paying customers only. Now, originally, Aaron had already complied and said, no problem, I'm going to get up, I'm going to move. But I guess he didn't move as fast as the manager would have liked it to. So the manager went ahead and called police. So, in Henrico, they don't send one cop, they send 3 every time they come. And so the cops came and said, hey, listen, the store manager don't want you here, so you got to leave. And so even then, Aaron was like, okay, I'm going to comply. He was getting ready to walk out. But then the cops come back and tell him, he said, just so you know, you banned from the shopping center. He said, what do you mean I'm banned for sitting here? And so the situation kind of escalated. So Aaron basically sat on the floor, like, I'm not going nowhere. The situation kind of escalated where Henrico ended up calling in backup, which they usually do. And so what they didn't realize that, Aaron also suffers from mental health disability. So at that particular moment, he was having a moment. And so the situation escalated. Next thing you know, they kind of was roughing him up. Next thing you know, they had him in basically what we would call in a hog tie position. So both his hands and his legs were tied behind his back, and they were trying to throw him in the back of a police van. And so it wasn't until they figured out, okay, this guy's having some mental problems or whatever, where they called in the stretcher to get him out of there or whatever. The main problem that we had with that particular situation was, one, this is the thing that we've been talking about for so many years now, where you got 10 police officers handling a situation for one person. And that's just a waste of resources, which I originally said. Is like, I'm trying to understand, why would you send 10 cops out of here for that particular situation? That's number one. Then number two, the situation itself should have been handled differently. And that's what we were in a position to start beginning to protest and boycott Which, because we kept saying to ourselves, unless there had been an old lady outside in 103-degree temperature and she decided to sit there, I don't think he would have been calling the cops. He'd have probably brought her a cup of water, probably said, come on inside, you can sit down and catch your breath, or whatever the case may be. But it also, it entails that people don't have no human empathy, especially in the climate that we're living in right now. Everything is off of a selfish position, and so that's why that situation escalated. So, of course, when that information got to me, I'm a part of an organization in Richmond called Clergy Action RVA, and so I've always been a little bit more Malcolm than Martin anyway. So definitely we staged the protest right in front of the Which it just started out with myself, and then others joined in, and it turned into a big thing that we literally caused Which a whole bunch of business between the hours of 10 a.m. and 11:30. So when people were showing up, they were trying to get in the door. I said, yo, you're not selling no sandwiches today. And that's on camera. I said, yo, we're not selling a sandwich today. And so it was a couple guys that was trying to get in. And I mind you, this is what I try to say. I'm not one of these, I'm not the one to say that, but I'm not a passive pastor. So I was there with a clergy collar on and jeans. And I said, yo, first person touch me, we all going to fight right in front of here. I'm telling y'all right now. Anybody touch me, you're not getting a sandwich today. But once we brought more attention to that situation, we was able to one, start raising the bond money for Aaron to get him out of jail. Now I'm gonna just show you how crooked the system is. Now there's been rapists and murderers and all type of people that have committed some of the worst crimes in history, and they've been offered bail. My man Aaron was charged with public intoxication and disturbing the peace, and they did not offer him bail. And so we had to fight to get him a bond hearing, which we eventually did, because we kept telling the judge we got the money for him. We raised $7,000 for him within 4 days. So we already had the money for him. And so it just was a situation that should have been handled differently. But I will say that once I was out there and protesting, a whole bunch of other organizations got involved. Shout out to 381 Movement. And there was a couple of other organizations that came out to help us as we staged another protest right in front of Willow Lawn. But what people don't know is the next day we came out there to feed the homeless, and the owner, the actual owner, not the manager, the owner from which came and apologized to me personally about that situation and told me that he was committed to training his employees better. He actually even gave us a whole bunch of sandwiches and stuff like that to help us with the homeless population over there. And then I also had the chief of police from Henrico call me and apologize about that situation. He said he's already talking to his officers because he asked the same question. He's trying to figure out why in the world was 10 of y'all out there to deal with one person. And so this is just a climate that we're living in right now, that we have individuals, especially those who are supposed to protect and serve us, that have no human empathy, no human sympathy for people that in the community in which they're supposed to be serving. And so I'm glad I was able to bring attention to that situation so people can see this is what we're still dealing with in 2020 as black men in this country. And until we start seeing the changes really taking effect, we're not going to stop what we're doing. We're going to continue to protest. We're going to continue to riot. We're going to continue to rally. There was a time where I didn't understand why, people would go and burn up their own community. But it wasn't until I had an opportunity to talk to those people that was burning up their own community. They said that a lot of things that they've been doing as far as burning up their community is because they're burning up the symbol of their oppression. When you've been living in the projects your whole life and you find there's no way for you to get out, and when you're over police, you want to do everything that you can to kind of tear that pain away. And so that's what it is. So right now, we're just working with a lot of these organizations and a lot of people from the community just so we can get things going. And yeah, that's how that situation came about, man. Somebody sent it to me. I was able to contact the family. We immediately went into action and got some things done. And praise the Lord, Aaron is out of jail on today. So we was able to get that done for him.
No doubt.
Man, that's insane. Like, obviously, the whole problem was someone feeling the need to call the police in that situation, but that lends also to the idea of defunding the police. And I know people think that is such a drastic thing, or for some reason people think that means we don't need police. No, defunding the police means that the police are not trained to deal with a situation such as that.
And that's why when we had the actual protest in front of which when we actually had the whole rally, we had about 300 people there. We actually made sure that we educated the people there too to understand what defund the police mean. Let me tell you something. Somebody break in my house, guess who I'm calling? The police. But I might have to handle the situation first. Like, by the time y'all show up, he might be shot on the floor, and I can kill him, shoot him in the knee or something like that. He might be hurt. But what I'm saying is, when we say defund the police, we're saying that we need to reallocate some of those resources to start bringing people on the staff to handle those situations. Police should have not been called for Aaron. He was having a mental health episode. It's noted. It's noted in the system that he deals with that. So a mental health counselor should have been the first one to come out there to try to handle that situation. And then if that person couldn't handle it, all right, let's go ahead and see if we can get some additional resources out here. But that's what happens when you're living in this type of climate right now, especially inside of our country, where, people with badges are all tough guys. And everybody want to show like I'm in control and stuff like that or whatever. And, that just shows you the change as far as inside of our criminal justice system. Because, when I was a kid, I don't know how it is here, in Virginia, but when I was a kid in Brooklyn, we used to have something called the community liaison, which was a police officer that was like kind of the person that was the intermediary between us and the police. So if something was going on inside of our community that we wanted to change, we would talk to her. Then she would go back to the precinct, talk to her superiors and say, hey, they need this happening. How can we help them train their community watch program, blah, 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 blah. We don't have that now. What we have now is that we got a whole bunch of Karens and Kens, yes, I said it, who are in a position right now that they are afraid about everything about black men or black women right about now. So anytime they see something that this happens to scare them, the next thing you know, here come the police. And so until we get to a place as a community of individuals that's saying, yo, we got to understand that this can't continue to happen no more or whatever. These are the reasons why we continue to protest. These are the reasons why we continue to rally.
Yeah.
No doubt, man. I wanted you to bring that story. I was watching on Facebook. Really love for what you're doing, man. I know I reached out right after that. Mm-hmm. Invited you back to the show. Man's about it, man.
Hey, every time I've heard him talk, every time we've spoken to him, it screams nothing else.
And the funny thing about it is, I always try to tell people, I'm not no big guy, I'm not no special guy, man. I just saw a situation that was happening in my community, and it needed to be addressed. And to be real with you, if we had more people that actually took that same action and understanding that there's stuff's going down in my community that needs to be addressed, then you can go ahead and start handling stuff. Let's be real. It was just me that first day out there protesting. And then what happened is, once I started showing people the video and actually informing people what happened, people said, oh, we're going to stand with you, my brother. We're going to be out here. And mind you, once I posted that video, I got called just about every name in the book. I was called the race baiter. I was called a junior Al Sharpton, which I actually wore that one proudly. So I was happy to be called Al Sharpton. And so, what's funny, and, Pastor Q, she'll tell you, Al, I had this woman tell me I was a liar, that this is not what happened, and X, Y, and Z. And so we were all in the thread kind of arguing about the situation. And she actually says, Pastor, can I call you? I said, absolutely, you can call me. She calls me on the phone to apologize. She said, I'm calling you to apologize. She said, because I watched the video 3 times. She said, but it wasn't until I actually put the video on my laptop and slowed it down that I did not see that they had that brother's legs in chains. I didn't see that the first time. So I called to apologize and tell you that I was sorry. And now, mind you, we sat there on the phone for about 60 minutes. She's a 65-year-old woman, live out here in Petersburg or whatever. She was born and lived during the civil rights era. She's a Trump supporter. But guess what? We was able to have a conversation and have dialogue about a situation that we could all agree was wrong. She will, and let me be clear when I say this. There are a lot of Caucasian Americans that will tell you that the way that black people are being policed in our country, they'll tell you straight up and down, it's wrong. Right. They'll tell you, what happened to George Floyd? Wrong. What happened to Breonna Taylor? Wrong. What happened at Mount Aubrey? Wrong. The problem with that is one thing to admit that situation is wrong. It's another for you to actually use your privilege to do something about it. Mm-hmm. So until you actually get to that point and say, it's wrong, what can I do about it? And what do I do about it doesn't mean that you come and help people burn down their community. We're talking about use your influence with how you speak to your city councilmen and stuff like that, or whether to get stuff done. So I tell people we're not against working with other races, but understand there's a mission that got to get done, and the mission is not for you to come and help us break up stuff in Richmond. That's not what we need.
Yeah,
because guess what? When the stuff get broke up, those people, y'all gonna go home.
They're gonna go right home.
Say, radical dude, this is a bomb protest. All right, I'm going, and you'll get back in your car and drive to the West End, and then. Bro, that was sweet, bro. And then you'll get in your car, you'll go home. But then guess what? Us as black people got to go back to the community and look at the damage that you guys just help us do. Mm-hmm. Right. Doesn't make sense.
Not even help us do that
you did.
Right. Yeah.
Like, to be real about, I'm going to say it anyway. So if anybody want to challenge me on this, fine. I'm going to be real with you. The first night of protests and the first night of riots in Richmond was done by white liberal college kids from VCU, period. And if anybody want to challenge me, I got video to show you that they was the one that started breaking the stuff up.
And that's been proven.
I seen you out there at the DTLR at that location.
We was there. We was the only pastor that was there that next day, and got out of all 3 of those businesses that burned. It was 4 businesses that burned down. 3 of them were black owned. Yeah. 3 of them were black owned. Yeah. But when we talked to the protest, they was like, it wasn't us. Yeah. It was these kids from VCU that came over and literally started burning stuff up.
They ain't burned down Carytown.
Right.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Carytown Burgers and Fries is still in operation last time I checked.
And I'm not mad at that because I enjoy Carytown Burgers
Absolutely.
and Fries. You understand that.
What? Listen, they got a nice barbecue. They got a barbecue bacon cheeseburger that is just wonderful at Carrot Burgers.
I get that Philly burger.
Or that Philly burger.
But I get that Philly burger.
That Philly burger? Okay, I'm going to try the Philly burger.
Yeah, Carytown Burgers and Fries. You're getting a lot of publicity, man. Send me a sandwich.
Right.
No, he don't like that.
Whole commercial.
I'm at to say I didn't go to one of Carytown. I went to the one in Short Pump. So maybe it was a difference. Yeah. Maybe. But like I said, we appreciate what you're doing, brother.
100%.
And like I said, I've been watching you. We've been grinding. We've been grinding at work. So I see, during the daytime when you was doing the protest, I was at work like, yeah. Rob handling that, man.
And you know what's weird? I got a couple inboxes that day too. They was like, "Yo, you got to be careful because you've been on Ellen, you're a teacher." And I said, all of the things is cool, but guess what? My main issue is there's a gym right around the corner from there called Gold's Gym where that situation happened that I used to train at almost every other day. And you know what's funny? That could have been me.
Right.
That's the real, like, out of everything I kept trying to tell people, I said, no, that could have been me. It was 103 degrees that day. If I came out the gym and I'm tired and I happen to be walking towards GNC and I took a minute to sit and somebody come and say, hey, man, you got to buy something or you got to move, it's like, well, and the crazy thing about it, that's what the manager of the store actually didn't want to talk to us. The owner did. The manager, we kept saying to the manager, you can come out and explain your side, man. He didn't want no parts of that conversation. You already know why. He didn't want no parts of that conversation, and it's all good. So, like I said, we made them close down a couple days early and scared a couple people over there. So, they'll understand next time. Yo, try it again.
The crazy thing about it was during the whole COVID situation. It's not like the store could be packed. It's not like outside. It could be a lot of people in a small area.
And we kept saying, was he bothering anybody who was sitting there? No. Was anybody sitting with him? No. So it's like, why did you call the cops again? Oh, we know why. It's all good.
Yeah, you escalate a situation for no reason.
For no reason at all.
But like I said, we appreciate what you're doing, brother. Keep doing what you're doing. Well, I will take from this. The only situation that hasn't been resolved or hasn't been talked about is from your last appearance. We did do I attended an event that you were hosting at the school with the kids, and I was assuming that it would be a basketball hoop at the event because Snuff Harden was going to make an appearance.
Let me clear my throat.
It's been a while because from the last, if you haven't seen the last episode, Snuff Harden would drop 30 at any given time.
30 on 2K does not count.
No. This is real life. This is real life.
First of all, he came to the event. It was held at a school. Mm-hmm. We are one of the only elementary schools in the district that actually has a full basketball court.
It was there.
And I said to him, yo, do you want to get the smoke or not? He was like, yo, listen, right now my back is kind of hurting. And my knees was kind of sore. He said, I gotta get a rain check on that one. I said, a rain check?
Tell the truth,
what
Pastor.
You mean, man?
Tell the truth, Pastor.
The truth is he didn't want that problem.
He didn't want that smoke, man.
And the next thing you know, and mind you, I was not even in the best shape. I said, all I'm going to do is shoot, bro. I promise you I'm not going to miss. So just know what's going to happen. Mind you, he didn't want that smoke since he seen me at the other community event. When he said he saw me, he's like, yeah, I don't want no problems with that guy. That guy, no, I'm good. So Snuff Harden, I'm just waiting, yo. Look, I heard we could go to Jay Sarge. This is what I was told.
Come on, man. I've invited him to Jay Sarge.
You've invited him?
I've invited him.
What, you need your entourage or we got to play in the bubble?
Allow Snuff to clean this up. Let me clean this up right quick. So
I got a basketball in the car.
When Snuff went to the event, it was a lot of kids in the gym. It was a full court.
I took your ankles, didn't it?
No. Let me plan clean up. It was a lot of kids in the event. They were doing other activities in the gym. Because at any time Snuff had the J's on, Snuff was ready to drop 30. It was ready to be on and popping. So the kids were in there, and then Rob/Joe Clark had the megaphone. he had the megaphone in there, hollering at the kid. I was looking for Sam's. In there.
Mr. Darnell, to the train with the Darnell.
And I seen how much respect these children had for Pastor Rob.
Okay.
I seen that how they look up to him. For me to go in there and just drop 30 easy 30, Cal. How do kids gonna feel about that man? They ain't gonna never see Snuff again unless I come to another event. They gotta see Rob every day knowing this dude Snuff.
You, I probably would have never lived that down. Yo, Mr. Dunham, he took your ankles that day. What are you talking about, man? Yo, you just got an F for the day. Yo, don't say that to me.
I wanted the kids to look up to Rob and for him to have no blemishes.
Okay.
No blemishes, man.
So nice.
I'm gonna text both of y'all when Sharon ain't around. Like I said, we can hit Jay Sarge.
Jay Sarge, man. You just let me know.
So, Cal, what I need you to do first is get on the grind time with Pastor Q first, right? Before you even think about getting on the court with me, brother.
Hold on,
because I'm telling you right now.
Hold on, right quick, Pastor.
Listen here.
Hold on, right quick, Pastor, because I'm finna talk to Rob. I ain't finna talk to Pastor. I'm finna talk to Rob, big dog.
Hold on, let me take the pass.
Don't get it twisted, my boy.
1, 2, 3.
I be at 1, 2, 3. I be out there. Don't get it twisted.
Would you be out there cheerleading? That don't count.
Okay. Brooklyn in the house.
That's facts.
Okay.
So let me tell you something.
After I drop this 30,
I'm gonna let the jumper talk for itself.
After I drop this 30, you go ahead.
No.
So what is this? I got to beat both of y'all on the same day. It's all good.
Okay. All right.
It's all good. I don't have a problem with that.
I'm
about to say,
I'm gonna make sure we
I'm about to say, yo,
record
babes.
so you can show her that virtual school.
But say, babes, I need that icy hot dog. Please
Yes.
have that ready for me.
Me and Carol let you ball up on them scrubs or whatever.
Yeah, okay.
And then I come through like showing up at the end, like you warmed up yet. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It is what it is, man. But yeah, Snuff Harden will be making an appearance real soon. Jay Sard, y'all just let me know.
Mind you, he gonna make an appearance and sign autographs.
They gonna want autographs after these 30.
Are you gonna play today? Nah, I can't do it, young brother. But here, take that. You know, take that with you.
Oh man. Yo, Irrelevance in the Dungeon, man. Hey, we're gonna start off with Herman Cain. Herman Cain was former Republican presidential candidate and former CEO. I want to say it was Godfather's Pizza, if I'm not mistaken.
Sure.
And he went on to become a very big supporter of President Donald Trump. He died Thursday of complications from the coronavirus. And if we do remember that he had the rally in Oklahoma, and he was seen with the picture without a mask on, and he was pretty much saying it wasn't an issue. He wasn't really too concerned about it. And I'm not going to have any, nothing bad to say about Herman Cain at all, because that's somebody's father, somebody's brother, somebody's husband, I just think that we really do have to take this corona thing very seriously. Yeah. People need to put their mask on. I know people are saying that the mask doesn't provide protection, but
well, I ain't gonna say nothing bad. I won't say nothing bad. I don't know if y'all I don't know if y'all remember when he was actually running for president, and we actually thought he could become the president. And then we found out that he owned a company called Godfather's Pizza. It was like, no. Not nobody who owned Godfather's Pizza. No.
I do remember he had a lot of, once again, I'm no disrespect to Brother Cain, but he did have a lot of sexual harassment allegations going against him as well back then. I don't know if you all heard about that.
Isn't it funny that so many Republican presidential candidates have these problems?
I would say politicians.
I was about to say, it's the Democrats too, big dog.
What's going on in the
Don't open that door, my
please.
My don't open it. I mean, you open it. It's going. The conversation gonna shift.
Yeah.
Look, y'all already know. We listen. We good on my end.
Door, we can.
In the words of Jay-Z, politics as usual.
Come on, man.
Yo, remember at Head of State, they had trained a whole bunch of super whores to make sure this isn't happening anymore. Said we're just tired of getting caught in scandals. Yeah. These girls are good.
Hey, Cal, speaking of Jay, man, so when we had the pastors coming into the show today, I was like, let's be a little reserved. Let's,
Oh, no, it's Irrelevance time. I'm going to be cussing.
Yeah, this is irrelevant. So I was like, you know what, maybe I'll turn it down a little bit, And as they pulled up, I heard, I love the dough.
They from Brooklyn.
Yeah. Notorious.
He was in a Biggie bomb.
So let me hold on one second. So let me just make sure I put this out there, okay? If you think that all of these pastors do not be jamming to regular music in their car, I promise you. Only difference is I don't hide it. I'm going to tell you what I'm listening to because I can separate the two. Yeah. I can separate the two between entertainment and then something that's going to help me spiritually. But I love the dough. I'm going to listen to the classics.
I will say that it was spiritual for me because I hadn't heard it in a while. Yeah, that's like Ozark. I don't know if y'all watch Ozark, man. It was.
I've heard about it.
Oh, it's a pretty dope show, and the girl on the show, young little white girl, she was listening to I Got a Story to Tell.
Oh, wow.
And that's when I knew. I said she likes hip hop because that's not one of the.
I was gonna say she likes something else. But
this is Irrelevance time.
But yeah, shout out Jay and Big, man. Shout out Jay and Big.
And I love classic hip hop, and I actually love battle rap. I watch it every other day. I can listen to battle rap just about all the time
Who your favorite battle rappers, man?
I like Clips. Clips is hilarious. There's a girl on there that my brother just put me on. I'm trying to remember her name. She got bars, but she was choking when she was going against them. So, but I catch it every once in a while. My brother is the one that actually put me onto it about maybe 6 or 7 years ago because he's a battle rapper too. And there's a guy out here from Richmond. He be on there a couple of times. I can't remember his name at the moment. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I know, Jack boy.
And so, like me, I'm in a space right now, and I'll be bothering my students about it. I'm like, the music y'all listen to, I'm like, I'm trying to hear some bars, man. I'm trying to hear like, you know, that's a part I think a lot of people don't understand about hip hop. Hip hop is still about bars, man. I want to hear, you know, your thoughts and how you put your wordplay together. That's why I still will listen to Biggie and some of old, you know, Jay-Z classics and stuff like that before Jay-Z went mainstream, because that's when I think, you know, his bars was just at that pivotal, you know, that top right there or whatever.
No doubt. You know, Snuff
got bars too.
Yeah, Snuff's got a few bars.
He got a bar.
know.
That I'm unaware.
You're not unaware of that.
I'm
You're not gonna co-sign. You're not gonna co-sign that.
I'm not gonna stand
So you're not
for
gonna
it.
co-sign
I
that.
can't stand
The
for it.
thing
I don't
about
know.
it is, it's quiet as kept.
I don't.
Okay.
I believe you.
A hidden talent. All right.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
take your
quiet as
word
kept,
for it.
You know.
So in other words, he be in the shop. Snuff get 30. Bang bang bang. Gang gang. I get 30.
Nah, no
One,
gang
two,
gang.
no
yeah.
gang.
Yeah. You know, it may be a little dialogue going on.
Dialogue.
Maybe
I rip and I rhyme. I rhyme and I spit. This is the way the dialogue spits.
But you
Want some of this hot fire?
I had some bars. I had some bars back in the day, man. You know, if I need to get back, you know.
I feel like you rap like somebody from Wu-Tang. Making up words and shit.
No, a
Got you all in check.
lot of knowledge in it. You know, if it was Wu-Tang, it'd probably like maybe Genius or Spectre Deck, some of that stuff.
I doubt that very
You know,
seriously.
it is what it is. Not to say that I am.
I doubt that very seriously.
Not to say that I am Genius or Deck. I just, you know.
Mind you, Pastor Q trying to be all quiet like she don't listen to hip hop. This is what I be saying, man. He stay trying to.
But they were both jamming,
I
Kel.
believe you.
Yeah.
I believe it.
I
wholeheartedly.
listen to love songs.
She
I listen to those
lying.
too.
Come on now, you know I do listen to love songs.
Okay, all right. She
Well,
do listen to R&B.
All R&B.
Put some Queen Latifah on. I bet you she go in.
Yeah.
Who you calling the
You and I, T.Y.
Queen Latifah go hard.
What's on the playlist right now? What's the hot song?
I don't know.
We talking about like
listen-
secular, or we talking about spiritual?
I'm just talking about this week. Like, what's this? Because
see, I do both.
I go week to week. It be sometimes I go through a week. I'll listen to a song like 5-6 times a day.
I don't listen to new. He knows that I don't listen
Yeah,
to
I'm not even gonna hold you.
It ain't gotta be new. It's just whatever y'all listening to.
I've been listening to Tony Braxton
I
from
can't
Monday
tell on
to
myself.
Thursday. I'm not even gonna
Right now.
hold you. I've been literally the whole
What's up?
Tony Braxton and Babyface. I promise you, I'm going in.
My favorite group, and you like.
Put him on the spot.
Oh,
What's wrong with you? Like,
yo,
why are you listening to
this is when
nonsense?
let me be real with you. This is when I knew I had a ratchet wife and I was gonna love her forever. She's sitting there listening to Pretty Ricky, and I'm like,
Hey, Blue Star is a classic
grind with
album.
me. I'm like,
Forget
wait,
what you
what?
talking about, man. Blue Star is a classic album.
I said, did you just listen to Grind with me? I thought we was going to church to
We
say.
married though.
Yeah.
See, I got a little.
Jesus said y'all can grab.
Y'all are young. Y'all,
He had said it.
y'all are younger than me, but I remember when they came out, Pretty Ricky, I was pretty much grown. So
What that mean?
Replay.
I mean, I remember the one song that they had. But
Oh no,
that's-
boy, that whole first album,
Oh yeah.
I was living in sin. That whole first album, my
Like I
boy.
said, yo, baby,
Look,
you
back
ain't
then
hear
I
this
had
new
one
junk?
Oh,
foot in, one foot out.
Yeah, it
Like,
be
I'm
like
not gonna lie.
that. When the can you make it juicy someday? Oh, hold on now.
They talking to you, Kel. I've been listening to. You remember the Jodeci Lately song?
Lately, I
Yeah.
Yes, I can get with Jodeci.
Yeah.
See
Now,
that? All
just
that.
the up and down from that song because JoJo was just real cool, and then KC just is so yeah, far more frequently. Yeah, so,
That might be my favorite episode of Martin, dog.
Yo, you know what's weird though? I think that was like the era where all of the R&B groups sound the same. So you had like Casey and JoJo, right?
H-Town.
Then you had H-Town. Then you had Rough Ends.
Guy.
Rough Ends, though.
is that no more shopping?
No more
Yeah.
shopping sprees. No more shopping sprees.
Still my song to
No
this
more.
day.
Yeah,
That's my song, Jack.
yeah. I remember that. What was Next?
Yes. She
Next
was just
still
Yeah, I was
got
in the next. I was in the
Next
next
still
this
got
past
classic.
week.
Yeah.
And Drew Hill.
Oh, yeah.
So, man, if you ain't hitting that jump when
You
you
know?
tell me what you want.
You know, Cisco get lonely about every other song, and he'll tell you like Cisco so lonely. I like he get lonely now.
Yo, he had that one. He had that one hook. That one verse he always do. And every song he found a way. Yeah. Every song, I'm like, yo, this is a ballad. How do you get this? right, whatever, man.
AKL Insider, man. Like, for the last, I want to say 20 years now, every so often I'll just be like, I like the way. So look, this is, I don't know why I do it, but I do it. So Mo one day was like, where do you get that from? When I was a teenager, I was working at a restaurant, and it was an old black dude, and he would say it, but it would sound like an old black dude saying it.
Yeah.
So I didn't know where he got it from. He'd be like, I like the way. So for the longest time, like, yo, what is he talking like? What that song is? Whatever.
Yeah.
So like maybe like months later, he started doing it. You move that thing. I said, yo. I did not know what. Yeah. So now I don't know why I do it. Just I like the way. And I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
Very random.
And see, look, us being married, like we do funny stuff. So we'll send like subliminal shots using music. So she be getting on my nerves. I put on Bobby Womack. If you think you know it now, and look right at everybody.
Annoying.
Wait until tonight.
Annoying.
Yeah, I'm talking to you. Wait until tonight.
He dedicating the wrong types of songs.
I'm a Bobby Womack fan. That woman's got to have it. Woman's got to have it, man.
They did by Walmart dirty, man.
Well, he did himself
He
dirty.
did himself dirty.
The whole Sam Cooke.
Sam Cooke thing.
That Sam Cooke thing.
He did that to himself.
And then with the daughter.
Hey man, he was player. They mad at him because he was player. That's all.
Nah, he did some extra stuff too, man.
He did some extra stuff.
Rob, you gotta Rob. You want?
I know the story.
But I just said he did some stuff.
He a player, man. That's all I'm put. He a player.
Yeah, you can't win if you don't play.
Boy, I wish he didn't trust me so much.
Hey, President Trump told reporters Friday he plans to ban TikTok from the U.S.
He lost all the 18 and 19-year-old voters.
Yes.
Every single one of them.
Yo, the only reason why he want to ban TikTok is because he can't type on it. So he like, yo.
My daughter talked about it. Kara, she talked about it this afternoon. She's like, let me tell you what happened. He's just mad because they was playing him on there. She gave me some crazy story. But
Wrong. Have you seen my poll numbers? It's gonna be huge.
she doesn't believe
We're gonna win
She's like,
bigly.
he's been saying that.
We're gonna win bigly.
I'm like, okay.
What kind of question is that?
I've done more for the African American.
Yes.
Hold on. What kind of question is that?
That's disgusting.
This is disgusting.
My favorite one is maybe you should ask China. Yo, Shorty really controlled herself. It looked like she wanted to really cuss him out. She wanted to cuss him out after that joint. She was like, what are you trying to say? Like
Right.
It's gonna be
Where did the virus come from? China. Where did it come from? Okay.
he even said it about Herman Cain, man. He was like, he passed away from the China virus.
Oh my God.
But the whole social media thing with TikTok is saying that concerns that China could collect Americans' personal data.
They own half of our country. They might as well. They probably already got the data as it is
Right.
right now.
But the biggest investors in TikTok are Americans. So,
mind you,
I don't use it. So
but it said the U.S. Army has planned to, or they have banned the use of TikTok on all official devices. So,
I believe it.
What?
so basically, if I use TikTok, then I'm going to jail. Is that what's supposed to happen?
And you use your army phone to do it.
Ain't the army supposed to be protectors? Why are they on TikTok?
They be having downtime too. They people.
Right.
I can see him right now. They in Afghanistan. Yo, put it on TikTok, bro.
That's exactly what happens.
For the love of Allah.
they also had it where they said Microsoft was trying to buy TikTok.
I saw that earlier today.
Yeah, so
I'm just waiting now for the 40 women to come out against Bill Gates now since he's trying to buy TikTok. Just how they did Bill. I'm waiting for them.
well, the whole Epstein thing. I think
Say, don't get started with that.
everybody.
If you want to open the door,
I said it.
Tom Hanks is a resident of Greece now. Yeah, he's Greek. He's a Greek citizen.
Greek citizen. Okay.
Stay woke. The NBA is back. NBA is back, man. Rookie of the year. Who you got, Kel? Ja
bless.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Ja as well. Only reason why is because Zion didn't get enough playing time.
Yeah.
If Zion would have got enough playing time, wouldn't even be a comparison. Right?
I'm scared right now, man. I will say this. I'm a little scared. I seen Zion the other night. Zion be a big boy.
Yeah. That's Charles Barkley 2.0 right about there.
He bigger than Barkley, man. Like I think he's 300 pounds.
That's a big boy. That's a big guy.
Them knees ain't gonna hold up, like Shannon Sharp
He
said,
gonna lose
man.
some weight, man. He gonna work.
They said during the Corona that he
Did
had
you
dropped.
lose weight during the Corona?
I'm not making millions.
Look here, man. That boy eating good, boy, down in New Orleans.
He was eating good at Duke.
Like, he eating real good. He got all types of gumbo and
Oh,
witch
man.
doctors making him special
my
stuff.
God.
That boy eating good down in New Orleans.
Crazy thing about it, let's say he is 300 pounds. For him to be able to jump
It's
and do all
amazing.
that's
Now here's the
I've
thing.
never seen it before.
They had him on a minutes restriction, but he could still.
He don't need to be.
He's still a beast. He's a beast out there, man. I got Ja MVP. I got Bron, man.
I have Brown as well.
I don't have Giannis. I think that Giannis has a great team, but for Bron at year 17,
Yeah,
leading the league in assists.
I got Brown.
So here's my only thing. Consensus would say that you would go with LeBron just because he's leading the league in assists. But when you got Anthony Davis on your team, it's kind of easy for you to lead in assists. All you got to do is throw it up and let him go get it.
But don't act like he ain't led the league in assists without Anthony Davis before.
When was the last time you led the league in assists?
Hey, brother, do I look like I?
Well,
because
actually, year 17, this would be his first year
His
leading the
first
league in
year leading the league in
assists. But
assists.
I will say this as well. Bron's always been Bron. It's not like Bron is playing on another level this year. He's just leading the league in assists, and it's year 17.
Right.
Giannis is like, what, 23, 24?
And so that's the only reason why I'm inclined to give it to him, just because I look at what he probably would have did last year if he didn't get injured. And then so like he's been really kind of tearing it up on the court. He been really, I could see also that he's made most of his teammates better. I'm gonna be real with y'all though. I'm not yet ready to get him the chip just yet. The only reason why is because I think they shooting is still kind of spotty. Like Danny Green is not Danny Green from San Antonio. I'm just being honest. That's not the same guy.
When the playoffs started, years always.
You miss now, you're gonna miss then.
Waiters scored a few the other
Yeah,
night.
he looking good. He looking good.
J.R. Smith went up for 20. What was it? One of those scrimmages.
Yeah, him
He
and
went
Deion
off.
Waiters both put up 20.
JR has been a toss up the last 5-6 years though. It's like you either getting them or you ain't.
Well, you know, he be drunk. He be off the Henny.
Yeah, I know Lance over there in China mad. He's like, they signed J.R. over me.
All that money he getting in China, he be all right. China be paying them boys.
Yeah, look at what they did with Marbury.
Yeah.
He's a god over there.
Yeah,
That was did you watch that documentary?
Yeah, that documentary was dope.
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh.
It
Watch
is.
it. Yo,
was good, bro.
I watched that whole time.
Now, are they starting back in the day like Georgia Tech till now?
They started
They actually
before
was
that.
before that.
Yeah.
When he was
High
a kid,
school.
high school.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
it's dope.
They started on Coney Island, my man.
Yeah, I'll check that out, man. To leave this segment, we're talking sports and Pastor Q. I don't know you don't have so much to talk about with that situation. But before I leave, I want to say that George Kittle was number 7.
So, what y'all think about that Roy Jones Mike Tyson fight?
No, we'll get to that, Kel. I just wanted George Kittle, the tight end for the San Francisco 49ers, the best team in the NFL. You know, we lost it. we lost to Kansas City, but things happen.
You forgot
But anyway,
about my homeboy, didn't you?
That good old Patrick Mahomes, and there ain't nothing that just happened.
Come on, man.
That's he the guy.
Patrick Mahomes is great. He's a great pitcher. He was a good pitcher in the major leagues. His son is a decent quarterback. Yeah. Are we talking about Pat Mahomes or Patrick? I'm sorry.
We
we're talking about Patrick.
My homeboy.
Okay, I'm
we
sorry.
talking about my homeboy.
Okay, Shannon.
Talking about the
You know
curl.
the one who put that work on y'all in February.
Before I was really interrupted.
Curl not quite right.
Before I was really interrupted.
Patrick Mahomes.
He never really all the way
It's
curl.
It's the helmet, man. That's all it is.
Really curled all the way.
But he's the highest rated tight end ever in the top 100, and it's well deserved, man. You have to admit.
He ain't better than Tony Gonzalez.
Okay, moving on. So before we get out of here, man, let's talk about this Houston doctor. I want to say her name is Stella Emanuel. True. And it was a clip. It was just a clip, but she was saying pretty much that I can't pronounce the word. The hydroclox.
Something.
Yeah.
Hydrochloroquine. Follow me. I know the way. Follow me.
But she's saying that face masks aren't necessary to stop transmission of coronavirus, even though I do have mixed feelings about the face mask, but I still want people to wear them. I want you to wear the proper ones, the cloth ones, or some asshole had a Wu-Tang one on, I want to say last week.
I don't feel comfortable with seatbelts, but if I know I'm wearing it might save my life, I'm going to wear it. I don't. All right, I'm sorry. I
wear a mask, but I'm not too partial on the seatbelts. It chokes me.
Oh gosh, help him.
No, you better
put that seatbelt on, bro.
You had to put a seatbelt on riding me because if
I
not,
put
the car tell you to put it on. So.
I talked to Jesus and he told me, he'd be like, I got you, my boy.
You know
Can y'all co-sign that?
No, we cannot.
No co.
So I talked to Jesus.
They don't know that one.
I talked to Jesus
We don't
today.
know that one.
He didn't.
They be talking to the white Jesus.
Hold on, no, was
No, we
it
don't.
was it Jesus or Jesus? Which one?
You know what?
It was
Jesus
Yahweh.
dipped in H class. Okay.
But she's pretty much saying that they aren't necessary for the mask and that hydro thing pretty much cures coronavirus.
Isn't this the same woman that said there's alien semen?
Hey, that's what I said. She believes in alien DNA and the physical effects of having sex with witches and demons in your dreams.
I mean, that's probably bad too, though. Who's to say she's necessarily wrong?
Well,
you fucking witch.
she alleges
having
alien-
sex with witches and demons.
alien DNA.
How do you know you're having sex with witches and demons in your dreams?
I don't know. I don't be doing it.
Just Satan just come in. Hey, yo, I'm gonna give you what you never had before in your life today. It's like, what?
Well, I guess if it get a little too nasty.
You like that one? Here's
hot
another
here,
one.
ain't
It's
it?
hot.
Yeah, it got a demon. It got a demon in you now.
I don't want no part. I'm not on demon time, as the youth say.
Is that like the demon from
Scary movie.
from Scary Movie?
Hey, never mind.
All right,
Y'all,
I'm
the
sorry.
pastor's here. The pastor's here.
Oh my goodness.
But now she alleges that alien DNA is currently used in medical treatments and that scientists are cooking up a vaccine to prevent people from being religious. And despite appearing in D.C. to lobby Congress, she said that the government is run in part by humans, not by humans, but by reptilians and other aliens.
First of all, there's already a vaccine that's stopping people from being religious. It's called racism.
Right.
That's what it's called. It's called racism.
Most racists are Christians.
Right. That's actually why
I seen the
posted
post.
that
I
recently.
seen that post. Yeah.
I said, there's a lot of racist Christians out here. How is that possible? Oh, yeah. Okay, I got it now.
Jesus don't be like
Jesus don't be liking that.
So listen. And you know, people say crazy stuff, right? I'm not saying I'm all gung-ho with what she talking about, everything she talking about. But a lot of times when people say crazy stuff, people be like, oh, they crazy. But then later on, it comes out that there's some truth to what they were saying. So then you got to take that with a grain of salt. There might be some things that she knows and she's seen herself and they have seen themselves that we don't know about. A lot of these movies are not just movies.
Are you taking your mask off today?
Huh?
If we go to Walmart, are you going to wear
I
your
said
mask?
some things.
No,
You know how you about the
I will
mask.
say some things that she could be true, but I think what discredits her is the fact that Trump retweeted it.
Well, yeah, that's true. But I have a saying, Pastor Q. I've said on this show multiple times. Not an agreement or disagreement with anything. But everything crazy till it ain't.
Right.
Everything is crazy till it ain't.
Right.
Talking on the phone was a crazy ass idea.
I need you to go ahead and give us a word with that one. That was I like that one.
I've said it on here multiple times.
But I need to.
Like
we got the pastors in the house.
So every idea, every original idea,
Get the organ ready.
was crazy to someone.
Right.
If you told your grandmama that, hey, I can have this thing here in my pocket, I can see people on it, I can talk to it,
Right.
I can send written messages and everything, she go, boy, you crazy as hell. But guess what? We can do it. Everything is crazy till it ain't.
That's true. That's basically what I was trying to say.
I got you. I'm an advocate for that
Yes.
because people shun everything. Once again, this is not even directly about this situation, but
Right.
I think we have to be mindful often of just putting stuff away as crazy. Everything crazy till it ain't, man.
Yep.
I guess I would say this. The only reason why we're listening to what she has to say. Okay, I'm going to put it this way. I went and did my research on the woman. So she's actually a pediatrician. She's in good standing as a pediatrician. So I'm going to take that. But then she's also a pediatrician and a pastor. So I'm trying to figure out how to connect the two there. But I'm not saying that what she's saying may be far-fetched. I'm just saying, have you seen the alien today?
Maybe. How I know?
Probably so. I don't know.
How I know?
It's a lot of stuff
You
we
see
don't
Men in
see
Black, ain't it?
that they see high up
So
in the
let me
government.
ask you
It's a lot of stuff we
Oh,
don't see.
Just to
Lord.
play devil's advocate, you're a pastor, right? So to some extent, you have to believe in a supernatural presence, a supernatural world, so to speak.
Absolutely.
The spirit. You don't necessarily see it.
Right.
That don't mean you are encountering it every day.
Right.
You believe God is working on your behalf every day. You might not see him doing it,
Right.
But but I guess my only thought about making a vaccine to make people less religious, in all reality, if you want people to do what you want them to do, and I'm not being funny about it, religion has always been that method has been used over the years. So in other words, why would you want somebody to be less religious if you're trying to keep them under control anyways? Because that's what the government has been trying to do. So in other words, number 45, who is in office right now, toots himself as being a Christian. But I could have sworn when he took that picture, the Bible was upside down. So that's to let you know. That's to let you know he didn't pick that thing up in years, or that was on his hotel room.
But he knew that was a good photo op right there.
Right.
It was a good photo
Once
op.
again, I ain't saying the lady right, wrong,
Right.
different. I'm just saying.
I just want to see the study. Like, give me your facts and let's see. In other words, every doctor publishes something in medical journals. Let me see what you got in the medical journals, and then I can make an informed decision.
and you still don't know if it's true.
Well, I mean,
Right. We don't know if it's true then
we-
either.
Erica Badu said it best. The man that knows something knows he knows nothing at all.
Right.
We don't know.
But also, if that drug was actually the cure, you think America would be pumping that thing to make this money back in this
I don't
country?
know. I ain't got corona. I took the test, so I don't give a damn.
Oh, you- Did you put the swab up your nose? and
yeah,
all?
yeah, my boy. I definitely, yeah.
I can see it now.
It ain't that bad. Didn't nostril work?
Well, yeah, well, no,
Yeah, well,
you know, Kel, he didn't gag at all.
He didn't
I heard.
gag at all.
Nah, that's what I heard. Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. So who you got, man?
Tyson go whoop Roy
Yes.
Jones. And Roy Jones my favorite boxer. But Mike Tyson go whoop Roy Jones.
yeah. Roy's
Mike
was
Tyson.
He got some killer in him still.
Roy is my favorite. Was my favorite boxer growing up, but everybody loved Tyson. It's like Roy was my boxer, but I'm still gonna rock with Tyson.
Mike Tyson won't kill somebody still. So
Yes.
So here's my only. I'm going with Tyson, and I'm going from a boxing perspective. I've watched Mike train. Mike ain't playing around.
exactly.
I watched Roy train, and he's sitting there throwing little lazy jabs. I say, yo, you do know this is Mike. This is Mike Tyson. You're about to get in the ring, and anytime I see him do interviews in the hot boxing joint, and he start talking about boxing, he start getting all emotional, and he start tearing them. I'm like, yo,
Yes.
somebody's gonna die.
That's what I'm saying. He won't
Yes.
kill somebody. I
Yeah.
do hope though, if Roy Jones happens to win, he better play Y'all Must Have Forgot right after that.
Oh, he needs to come out to
No,
that.
come out to I Smoke, I Drink. And then and once you win, play Y'all Must Have Forgot.
That will be dope.
Yeah, just come right up.
But
They must have forgot I'm the greatest champion ever lived. They must have forgot.
And if Mike Tyson win, he got to play Lil Wayne song, Mike Tyson.
All praise be to Allah.
The greatest ever.
I think that I seen Roy Jones training the other day. He had slides on. Yeah, it
But
wasn't
Roy
cool.
could be, he might not want to put everything out there. Right?
But Roy, what is out there is that Roy's chin ain't strong.
We know that.
And I think not the last fight, but the fight before he actually officially retired, he actually took a beating. So I'm just being real about
It's
that.
been a lot of beatings going on for
Yeah,
the
it's been
last 15
last
years.
15 years.
Last 15 years, a lot of beatings, man. When he lost to Tarver, I was
Yeah.
it was hurtful.
was it.
The only reason I was hurtful is because Tarver said, "Yo, Roy, got any excuses tonight?"
Yeah.
I'm like,
That crushed him. That pretty much crushed Roy right there. That crushed him.
Roy was like, "I ain't got nothing for you tonight, bro."
But Tyson's he's ready to kill somebody.
Yes.
And he lost a lot of weight, and it's weird that for him to be, I think he's 53 now or something like that. Like his body almost looked like it was when he was actually, younger. So I'm like, it's crazy. One, how just training will literally get yourself together, and then two, I would think with all this advanced technology has been basically helping him recover faster.
And
so.
he smokes a lot of weed too.
Yeah. He smoke a lot.
So healthy. So healthy.
It's from the earth. It's
The
from the
Bible
earth.
said he put everything green here for you.
Good night.
That
We
what it
not doing
say.
this.
That what it say. I ain't finna argue with the words.
He made the birds and the bees,
Them
the
too.
earth and these trees.
God placed everything we needed here before the need was there. That was here before I needed
Yo,
it.
can I give Kel an offering today? Like he done preached like 4 or 5 sermons today. I gotta show him an offering today.
He knew who was in the building,
Hey,
man.
I prepared.
He prepared.
Prepared, okay.
I watched TD Jakes before I came here.
Get ready.
Drip. Excuse me, I forgot that Drip Jakes now.
The drip Jakes now.
I seen it. Yeah.
Drip Jakes,
Drip.
He amigo.
Before we get out of here, man, episode 49, Joylicious Creations coming on the show, and this week I went to Miss Gurley's, and her cakes are available in there, and she had a strawberry cake that I tried, and I hit her up and I said it wasn't strawberry, it was strawberry. Mm-hmm. You know, when it's good like that strawberry cake was the best strawberry cake
I believe it.
I ever had in my life.
One thing I always like to say, forgive me one more time, but real niggas love strawberry cake.
Yeah.
I literally told somebody that 2 days ago, real niggas love strawberry cake, man. It is what it
I'm
is.
getting hungry.
Yeah.
You see, look at the temptation already. I'm gonna see it now. I'm gonna have to get in the car. Babe, can we get some strawberry cake? I'm like,
Well, look,
I got the cake mix
go
in
to-
the house.
y'all make sure, I want to say starting Tuesdays, y'all go to Miss Gurley's and Joylicious Creations, her strawberry cake. I'm trying to tell
Oh,
you.
hopefully she got lemon because I've been craving that.
I want to say she had strawberry and she had the, I want to say the yellow cake was there as well. But
She can keep that part.
you're a fan, you're a fan of Martin, right? The TV show Martin.
sir.
You remember Stan would be like, change my life. That's how good it was, man. Irrelevance in the Dungeon. Shout outs, Kel.
Man, shout out to Pastor Rob, Pastor Q, man. I've really enjoyed today's show. Something I don't know. Shout out to my pops, man. He's doing what he calls the Game Love campaign. That's Grace and Mercy every day, where they're going helping people in the community and whatnot, food and whatever it is you need. So shout out to him. Y'all check him out on Facebook at the Game Love campaign. And as usual, shout out to y'all, man. I'm here every week because I love it.
No doubt.
I want to give a shout out to y'all for having us here. I had a great time. And shout out to my husband. Even though he get on my nerves, I want to give him a shout out. He's been doing some great things, and I definitely look up to him. Even though I'm his wife, I look up to him.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh my God.
I just want my wife to say those words.
Get the tissue, dog. It's
Good
coming.
night.
It's
You don't
coming.
need to say nothing, my
you
boy.
gotta say nothing. I'm done.
This ain't the Will Smith
ain't the
Jada
Will Smith.
face.
He need-
This the pursuit of happiness face
yeah,
right
yeah.
here.
All he need to do is say, "All praise be to God," and we close this show out. Mm-hmm. We I heard about Pastor Q prayers. Maybe she give us one to get on up out
We
here.
gonna be on here another 90 minutes, bro. We can't do that. Praise the Lord Jesus. We ain't gonna never get out of here. All right, man. Yo, shout out to Snuff Harden. That's my guy. He never dropped a 30 on me. I hope he know that, though. That's never gonna happen. Shout out to my man Kel. He talking about his J wet. I'm like, stop it, bro.
Okay. You see that bottle of water in your hand?
Stop. Shout out to my wife. Why would I switch out a dime for a penny? Y'all already know what
Come
it
on,
is.
man.
Right.
Come on, man.
Definitely shout out to all of our partners at the Excelling Church
Yes.
and everybody who is continuing to support us. Shout out to all of our sponsors and supporters at Be the Change RVA. Be on the lookout for some exciting news that's getting ready to happen with that organization that we have already literally revamped that entire organization. We're about to do something really, really big at the beginning of next year. Shout out to Benevolent Beauty. Shout out to Ground Time. Shout out to all of my family out in NYC that continues to support our vision. And shout out to Snuff Magee and friends, the entire show. I love the show. I promise you. I probably can't catch every episode because I'm always on the move, but I promise you I'll go back and check out the replays, man. Y'all be having some phenomenal guests. And shout out for the strawberry cake. I'm ready. Like I'm not even gonna hold. Like he done made it sound so good. I'm ready now. It'll change your life. He felt that in his spirit when he said, "It'll change your life."
That strawberry cake is like that, man. And she's gonna bring something for the show next week. I'll make sure, Cal.
Oh, I gotta pop in then,
Hey,
yo.
my boy. Man, check it. Man, look here. Go ahead. End this show, man.
You done Miss Kel diet all up. Like what?
I'm a reserve that money. That's all right.
That's my cheat day.
Yeah.
Snuff Again Friends comedy show September 12th at the Liaison Restaurant in Petersburg.
Yes, sir.
Featuring Mike J. Lazarus Hamlin, starring Michael Bam Bam White, hosted by the handsome, sexy.
Talking about me like this every week, man. It made me feel uncomfortable.
Snuff McGee would be the host in the building. DJ Siraj J, 1800J Lovejoy in the building. Money Executives Entertainment, appreciate you, man. Sponsoring the event. Also, we got the first annual school supply drive going down September 6th. I don't know if y'all can see the flyer. This is it right here.
Yes, sir.
I know we're doing a lot of virtual things with this, but they're going to have to need supplies for that as well, and they are going to end up going back to school. So donations, the drop-off location is going to be 3404 Oakland Boulevard in Hopewell, Virginia. Go to Snuff Again Friends on Facebook and Instagram for the flyers. Also, contact SnuffAgainFriends.com if you had any questions. SnuffAgainFriends@gmail.com is our email. Donations, backpacks, crayons, pencils, pens, glue, notebooks, calculators, paper, pencils. Scissors, folders, Sharpies, highlighters, markers, binders, composition books, tape. We're also collecting sanitation supplies as well.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
And also make sure when you do the drop-offs that make sure that everything is sanitized before you drop them off. We're just trying to make sure that everything's safe, secure, not only for the kids but for the families as well. Working with disability for special needs. Shout them out. I want to shout out our guests coming on tonight. Well, Pastor Q, we want to shout out Pastor Q. Rob,
I know.
after this 30, I don't know if Rob's gonna come back, man. You know, but I'm not gonna do it in front of kids. It's gonna be that one-on-one thing, kind of like Apollo Creed when he fought Rocky Balboa. You know, we just going.
It's all right. Somebody gonna be screaming, throwing the towel. I'll be sitting there. If he dies,
when we go out of court, I must break you. I must break you. Y'all see blah. Nah.
Oh man!
Shout out Kel, man. You know Kel's here every week. Kel
Kelly every week, faithful.
Faithful,
give my
man.
brother a raise, man. I'm sick of this.
Hey,
I'm
Jesus' name.
I'm tired of this.
Well,
Kel, make the show.
I'm ready. I'm ready too, but because of the whole Corona situation, we have to, watch that whole thing. But check us in the mail, dog.
Okay.
Check us in the mail.
Just make sure ain't no powder in it when you get it. You know.
No, this ain't back in the day. No anthrax. None of that. None of that going on,
He had
man.
the powder. He talking about booger sugar.
That's actually what I was talking about. I'm talking about book shit.
Well, I didn't know the pastor was the powder man. I didn't know.
I keep trying to tell you, I'm from the hood, man. I know what it look like,
man. He know what that.
I know what that look like, man.
That thing ain't supposed to be white. That thing tan.
That
boy.
puppy's tan, bud.
Well, he let it go, right? I told you he
Yeah,
pulled up,
yeah.
pulled up with Big and
It
Jay.
was
So
10 crack commandment before he got.
oh,
Got to that.
that's what it was. I think it was an everyday struggle. That's what it was.
Was it Notorious Thugs? It was.
Nah, that was it.
Now, why is she gonna play that on the way
Oh,
home?
I'm definitely bumping that as soon as I get in the car. I promise you, I'm bumping that as soon as I get in the car.
I've been bumping on Redman all week, man. That Muddy Waters,
Reggie?
man. Yeah,
Man, I saw Reggie at the last All the Noise I got to go to.
I missed that
Fantastic
one.
show.
Yo, I promise you. Let me tell you what you do. Go to the gym when you get a chance. Put on Tony Braxton. And just go in. I'm telling you, bro. You'll lose it. You're my brother. He's like
all the Tony, Unbreak My Heart, Tony, or
shuffle it, bro. You meant the one.
He in there bench press.
telling
He
you,
wasn't man enough for me.
I'm telling you.
I am man enough.
I got this. I'm lifting this. It's going. I'm telling you. Watch. I promise you, man.
I don't know about the Tony in the
Birdman
gym.
doesn't deserve you.
She still with Birdman?
Yeah, man.
She's still with Birdman.
Hey, man.
Gang. That's Birdman.
Cash Money is an army, man.
Cash money.
Come on, don't.
Cash money. You know the business, baby. You know the business, baby. Lil Wayne, Stunner. We getting paid.
You know Juvenile's coming soon.
I heard that.
Yeah, Juvie, man. I'm gonna try to see. I'm gonna
Slow motion.
put it out there. See if we can get him in. See if we get in the dungeon, man. We gonna try that.
Hey, bro, you
Yeah,
know you personally know how big of a Cash Money fan I am. You get
You pull Juvie out here. You might as well not tell nobody.
I'm gonna come in here with a soldier ad. Bro. I promise you, I'm gonna have a soldier ad when I come in here.
All I'm gonna say the whole episode is whoa there,
I'm gonna have some
there,
some Jabos and a soldier ad. That's it, Jack.
whoa there.
Yo, Kel, if you come in here with Jabos, bro, it's over, boy.
He brings. I put my hand on the Bible. He brings Jubin out here. I am going to wear Jabot jeans and Reebok Classic with a soldier ad on everything I love.
Yo, isn't it funny how times have changed? We went from Evisu jeans and Jabot jeans, and now everybody got jeans that ain't got no name on it, bro. You don't even know what it is no more. Be like, where your reflective patch? You ain't got
no Velcro on them jokes and no name.
No.
Oh, fool, man. I'm in this show, man. My forehead getting a little greasy out there. I see myself on the screen now. These earphones get a little wall. Yeah. Relevance in the Dungeon. I'm Snuff Magee, joined by.
You already know it's your boy Kel.
Oh, Pastor Q.
This is your man, Pastor Rob.
No, I see Pastor Q, the public speaking. I think they wore down a little bit.
Yes.
Now now we've been talking about all that Hershey with almonds and all that.
She probably know where she going when they leave here.
Yep.
No
I'm
doubt,
telling
no
you,
doubt.
So we get a call. Babe, what you feeding me? Wait, what? What?
Yo, we out. Peace.
You've been listening to Snuff Magee and Friends. Irrelevance in the Dungeon.